Good morning, students. Students, I Anil Kumar Swai welcome you back to the Gyan Jyoti online classes. Students, today we'll study history and the section we'll study that is the question and answers. Students, we have already completed chapter number 1. Now we'll study about chapter number 2. That is, chapter number 2 is early humans. We'll complete the question and answers. Students, we have already studied the chapter. Now it's time to complete the question and answer. Students, so while you are watching the videos, please take out the page number H16 where the exercises are present. Okay, students. The first one is option A. That is the answer the following question. So, students, what is the first question? Why did the early humans live in caves and rock shelters? Students, so what was the reason? Did they have houses like us, like what we live now? The concrete houses made up of brick and sand and cement? No. They were residing inside the caves and rock shelters. So what was the reason, students? So the reason is early humans lived on trees and later in caves. First of all, they were staying in trees like the birds and animals do to protect themselves from wild animals. Okay, they wanted to protect themselves from the wild animals and elements of bad weather like rain and sun. Students, we need a roof to save us from rain and sun. Therefore, students, they need to save themselves from rain and sun. Therefore, they try to protect themselves by staying inside a cave or rock shelter. Okay, students, this was the explanation of the first question. Then, students, second one, what were the reasons for early humans to move from one place to another? Okay, this is a very good question, students. Why they moved from one place to another? Therefore, the early humans were known as wanderers. They were known as nomads. They didn't remain in one place for a longer time. So what was the reason, students? The answer is early humans kept moving from place to place for search of food. Students, you know, it may be early humans, it may be the medieval period, or it may be the people of our age. They need food to survive. Without food, nobody could survive. It may be early humans or it may be the modern men like us. So, in search of food, they moved from one place to another. Students, then, when they had plucked all the fruits of the plants where they were staying and killed all the wild animals in one particular area by eating, then they would move to another area in search of food. Therefore, they were known as wanderers or nomads. Okay, students, then we will move to question number 3. Students, then we will move to the next question, that is question number 3. What changes took place in the lives of early humans through human evolution? Okay, as the changes, time gradually increased. What was the changes? Okay, students, the answer is the evolution of humans came from apes, which began millions of years ago. Students, first of all, we were all apes. Then we began to become humans. Next, students, at the earliest stage, humans walked on all four like animals. 2 legs and 2 hands we were walking by with the same as the animals do. Then, students, as the time passed by, we became bipedal. That is, they started walking on 2 feet and eventually upright. They were just doing like this, bending. They were walking like they were bent, but eventually, after some time, they walked upright. That is Homo erectus. Students, you know the biological name of human beings is Homo sapiens. Now, Homo erectus means they were standing upright and they were walking by bipedal. Okay, students. Then the next question is, what were the uses of fire to humans in the very early times? Students, we know we all worship fire nowadays. Before also there are some people who worship fire. So what was the use of fire? What was the discovery of fire considered very important? For early humans, fire was a defense against wild animals because wild animals fear from fire. Then fire also kept them warm on cold nights. This is also true. We also keep fire to get warmth from cold winters. Then later they began to roast meat of animals on fire. Once a piece of meat fell on fire, and after when they take out and they try to eat, it became tastier. So they knew how to roast animals meat on fire. So this was one of the uses. Students, then we'll move to the next. Now we'll move to the last question, and that is, what function did the different tools made by early humans perform? What were the different types of tools, and what were the functions? Students, the answer is there are two main types of tools. Majorly, there are two types of tools. The first one is the core tools. Students, here I will underline core tools and quick implements. Okay, students. Core tools were made by chipping away portions of a uh, piece of rock. Students, sorry, I have written wrong here. A little bit of mistake. Okay, students, this is piece of rock. Okay, students, piece of rock till they were the desired shape. Means they were broken into a piece, and they made it look like a tool, or it was a desired shape. It came into desired shape. Then they were pear shaped and had no handles. They were used for hand access and cutting and digging. So the core tools were used for cutting trees and digging earth. Students, the next one is the flake implements. What were the flake implements? They were made by cutting off large flake from a rock, means a large piece, and then they shaped into a tool. It was beaten in a high pressure to break into a small tool or a small rock. Then these were used for chopping meat into pieces. Students, you need to cut the meat, you need to chop it. You can't eat a big piece of meat. So it was used for chopping meat into pieces and skinning dead animals. Students, if you kill an animal, if you want to burn it, if you want to roast it, you have to skin it. Without taking the skin, you can't eat it. It will be not as tastier as it is. Okay, students. So this was used for different types of tools. Students, the next is option B. Match the following words with the description given below. Students, a particular description has been given, and there are some words. 5 words are given. You have to write there in the blank space. Okay, students. The first one is, this is the only source. This is the only source of our information. This is the only source of our information about early humans. So students, what is the answer? Students, there are 5 words given here: archaeology, sandstone, Mesolithic, limestone, charcoal. And the answer is, students, archaeology. As I have told you, archaeology is the answer. Okay, students, then we will move to the second one. Location of Bhimbetka caves. Students, the answer is, so students, in your book a mistake has been given, and that is a particular word, that is Bhopal. It is situated in Madhya Pradesh near Bhopal, but Bhopal isn't given in your book. Okay, students, there are 5 words given, that is archaeology, then sandstone, Mesolithic, charcoal, limestone. So instead of sandstone, you write there Bhopal. Okay, students. It is situated in, students, Madhya Pradesh. We will check the book further. 40 kilometers south of Bhopal. So sandstone will, you please cut the word sandstone. Okay, students. Then third one, stone used to make tool set function. Students, this answer will be limestone. So what is that? The stone is limestone. Then students, we will move to the fourth one. This was used for drawings. This were used for drawings on walls of caves. That is the students. The answer is charcoal. Okay, students. The last one, fifth one. This period when small microwaves were used by man. It was also called as the Middle Stone Age. The student answer is Neolithic. Oh, students, this was question. Sorry, the filling the blanks I can say. First one is archaeology. Second one is Bhopal. You please correct it instead of sandstone. Then the third one is limestone. Then fourth one is charcoal. Charcoal means, students, in Hindi you can say koila. Okay, students. The last one is the Mesolithic. Okay, students. Now we'll move to the option C, that is the crossword puzzle. Students, I have written here the answer. Now I'll read the options, then I will try to match it. Okay, students. The first one is early humans took shelter in this before he knew how to make huts. So what was that, students? In this crossword puzzle, the answer is here is the caves. The first one is caves. Okay, students. First one is cave, students. Next, a person who does not have a permanent home and roams about from place to place. So who it can be? It is a nomad. I have told you, a wanderer or a nomad. Students, now we'll move to third one. This discovery was the best means of protection from wild animals besides its other uses. The third one is, students, the fire. Then fourth one is Humsi is located near this river in Karnataka. This is Krishna river. This is the fourth one. Fifth one, students, egg cells of this large bird have been found in India, pointing to aridity in climate. So the answer is, students, ostrich. Ostrich nowadays it is not being found in India, but in some places it was found. The fifth one is, this is another name of old Stone Age. Okay, students. Stone Age, that is the other name, that is the Paleolithic Age. This is the sixth one. Okay, students. Students, now this is the end of the chapter, and the last one. This doesn't need to be done in the blackboard. So you are traveling from New Delhi in a train to visit ancient archaeological sites in Bhimbetka, which is situated in Madhya Pradesh, then Humsi in Karnataka, and Kurnool in Andhra Pradesh. Present day, I am telling the name of the states. Which states is your train likely to pass through? So in the boxes provided, we have provided write it. If a train will start journey from New Delhi, then we will move to Uttar Pradesh, then Bhimbetka, this is in Madhya Pradesh, then we will move to Maharashtra, then Karnataka, Humsi is situated in Karnataka, then Kurnool, that is the Andhra Pradesh. Then this is the end of the journey, students. So this was the second chapter all about early humans, and the next chapter will study will complete the exercises. That is the name of the chapter is early farmers. Okay, students. So this was the end of the topic. I say goodbye to all of you students. You always keep your textbook aside and try to do the homework, try to complete the notes as soon as possible. By saying this, I bid goodbye to all of you. Thank you, students. Have a nice day.